Hi, this is Michelle Auclair Copier with OEM Off Highway Magazine. I'm here with Philippe Bisson, and we are going to talk about the D Series excavators. And you were saying before that the hydraulic system actually is a little bit more efficient and is also helping with speed, which is a little bit different than what most people claim for efficiency. So could you give us a little bit more information on that?
Yeah, so in regards to, as we were redesigning the engine to meet the Tier 4 final regulations, we also made a lot of improvements in terms of productivity regarding the machine. So some of the things we've improved is all related to the oil and flow and the hydraulics of the unit. So with a new electronically controlled pump, the larger valve, and a lot more solenoid valves and sensors, the unit is a lot more intuitive in terms of where that oil is going to be best used, where it needs to go, and the fact that we have a lot more flow allows for less heat to be generated, so you have a much more productive machine that you can have. And so what that does in a nutshell is instead of we're actually reusing the oil as much as we can for the different functions you're going to need, so that speeds up the process quite a bit. So for example, if you're going from a boom down to a swing or whatever, or the bucket, instead of having the oil go from that one function to the tank and then back to that function, you're losing speed at that point. So what we're doing is the machine is going to determine where that oil needs to go for the most efficient operation. So it might say, hey, I need it to go to the swing or to the bucket, and so that is really what helped us shave off a lot of time in the cycle time and get an increase of up to 12% in cycle time. It's a ECM, electronically controlled module. Okay. So the whole brain of the unit actually figures out, okay, well, you're doing this, you're doing that, so it determines where you need everything. You don't have to wait for the boom, because when you were, for example, digging and lifting that oil, instead of having to go all the way back and come back for you to do the swing, it went right away from dig to drop. The fuel savings come from also the fact that you're reusing the oil in a better way. Okay, so you don't need as much RPM to get the machine flowing. Sure. So this way, the fact that you're not using the engine as much to rev as much RPM, you're saving fuel at that same time. Sure. So that's where we were able to not only increase the speed, but also to get a fuel efficiency up to 14% on the different models or the mode you're operating at.